everyone, welcome back to Mox Gaming Center with your hosts for today, James. So today we are going to be revisiting the Mega Farm. So the Mega Farm was great when we released it. It was the best there was, but it's already been surpassed. So I released this video and it showed the ramps can be used to gain more ground for putting farm tiles. And those ramps really got everyone in the Discord thinking, and there was a little bit of a competition. Goblin 13 was working on it. Mugs came out with the farm that utilizes these ramps over the top, gets you a 900 because it's not using the ramps going down. I didn't want to show you that because the first video I was going super early game to use these grabbers to push onto conveyor belts to go up and over. You have to have intermediate logic done. So I was assuming super early game, you don't even have a lot of research done. You got the first one or two done to be able to unlock a farm. And you were there. You had a farm, a pasture. You could just grind this out and you could be good. But the results of all of that with Goblin 13 and Sheepy Gorilla and Mugs and everyone working on that, we found out that you can use the ground as a ramp and get a much steeper ramp that you can get more layers of farming on. And the result of that is this. So they did a lot of work on this, did the majority of the footwork on it, and I came in, did a little bit of tweaking, got the maximum efficiency out of it, and it is amazing. Look at that, 2,119% with only a plus 24% bonus. You bring it down, it comes about to a 2059. So 2,059%, with zero happiness bonus. Everyone has pretty much agreed at this point that that's probably as best we're going to get. There's the opportunity for more. If you, during the course of this build, after this build, come up with your own altogether, find any way to improve upon this to get higher than 2,000, let us know. And I will give you your shout outs. I will build a video and we will work on some new tutorials. So, first things first, we need a spot. We're going to go down 2. That number is very important. Go down 2. Now, from that, you're going to come up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 blocks. So you're going to go up 2 squares and then go up 10 blocks. You're going to go to the right 2 squares and you're going to go up 10 blocks. So that's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 there. So you see now we've got pillars. Now, in these corners of the pillars, you're also going to go down 2. 1, 2. Absolutely critical. You go down 2. You go down 1, and the whole thing's broken. Flatten that. There we go. This one, 2. Now we've got 2 all the way around. Absolutely critical, like I said. If you don't get that 2, you're broken. Now we're going to go up there. Now our goal is to get those little corner pockets. That's what we're wanting right here. It's just those little corner pockets. Make sure we're flat. Pocket. Back down again. We're going to leave open for a minute. We're going to use that one to pull the water in. Now, over here on this, we're going to go down 2 right here. 1, 2. We're going to come here, go down. We're going to move the cursor down 2. 1, 2. Hit up 1. Now, same thing here. Down 2 again on the cursor. Up 1. 1, 2, up 1. And see now we've got 10 levels going over the course of 5 blocks. That's going to be our ramp. Down 2. Up 1. Up 1. Up 1. Down 2. 1, 1. Right click twice for down 2. 1. 1. So now we've got our basic ramp. So we're going to let some water in now. Let a little path in. See, it's going to fill in real nice. And we're going to block it off. So now I'm going to match this corner, get us our little corner piece there. Now, all of these little corner pieces are critical. If you mess this step up, the rest of the build's going to be torture, because you'll start building, layers won't come out right, you'll be way off, you'll be pulling your hair out if you have any left already. I'm pretty sure I've gone completely bald during this build. But I'm going to spell it out for you nice and easy so you don't have to deal with that trouble. So right here, you're going to put a scaffold in that hole. Then you're going to pop over here. You see how the hole continues? You're going to pop a scaffold all the way around that section. And the autosave, there we go. Same thing all the way around. Get all of these little sections with a piece of scaffold in right there in that corner. There we go. Exactly what we're on. This is critical. These are going to have farm tiles on them. And them having their farm tiles is going to determine the efficiency of your build. You mess this up, and you're going to have a lower efficiency than you could have. And I'll show you. So we're going to go through. We're going to go all the way to the wood arch. We're going to go to the top up here. So this entire build is only wooden arches. We're not using anything else in this. Later on, we will use 4 scaffold ramps. 8 scaffold ramps. But, that's all the way at the very end. And that's just so we can get an extra layer. So right now, we're at plus 24. Your standard farm. We're going to go ahead and delete that farm. We're going to come down here. We're going to place a farm tile there. Build, building, farm. Put that down. We're still at plus 24. That one doesn't do anything. That one we're not concerned about. But the ones that do help are these right here. We'll get these in. They're a little tricky to reach from the inside. So you see we've got those inside ones. Now you see we're at 64%. So those are 8 tiles that if you had not gone down 2, actually the down 2 helps later steps. If you don't go the down 2, later steps will break the entire build. But if you don't create the water tiles on these corners, you won't be able to fit those 8 blocks in. And now we'll come out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more blocks. So we're up to 16 blocks on this already, 104%. And we haven't even touched our normal flat ground yet. That is amazing. This build is so efficient. Everyone who collaborated on this spent hours. We're talking hours rebuilding, redoing this. I know I've spent at least 6 hours on this build. It's kind of scary to admit that. I could have been doing so many other things in those 6 hours, but I wanted to show this to you so bad, but I had to make sure I had it down. So now we're coming up. We're going to build little L's off of here. You see I'm coming up 1, and we're just putting 3 little scaffolds there. That's all that's going to fit on this layer. The farm will not detect anything else on this layer. And there's specific shapes you've got to go with on every single layer, because you'll cut off the layer before it. Don't. And I'm already doing wrong things. And I'll show you what I'm doing wrong in just a minute. So there's some precautionary steps you should take at every layer. Right now we're at 424%. Build, farm, and 424%. So we know where we're at. And that's an important step. Before you put on another layer, check the build. You can also highlight. Early on, it's easy to highlight. You can see what's still counting with the green highlight. And that makes it easier on these first two layers. After that, it becomes hard. So next we're going to put in the next layer. We're going to come here, go across 4. What I'm doing is I'm clicking and dragging. Now we're going to come here, skipping this one, go 3 on both sides, 1, 1. So you see there's a blank road down the center. We're leaving those blank. It doesn't break anything, but it doesn't help anything. The farm does not detect those blocks. So we're going to come all the way around, do the same thing all the way around. 4, 1, 4, 3, 1. And I am just clicking and dragging. And with the scaffold, click and drag, it'll just run across. It won't jump everywhere. It's not like in MS Paint where you're trying to draw a straight line and it just flops everywhere. So we're still at 424. We're going to delete. Place it back, 424. Every time you build a layer, you delete the farm, replace it, verify you're still where you were before you built the layer. And you want to do that before you start putting farm tiles on. Because after you put farm tiles on, it's just going to start spewing out numbers and you're not going to know where those numbers are coming from, or if something broke, you're just going to be placing blocks and assuming that you're doing well. And we don't want to do that. We want to make sure that the work we're doing is effective. Make sure we're doing well every single step of the way. Building farm, 744. We're already almost to the point of the other one. Now we're going to do wooden arch. Come across here. We're going to go all the way in. This is a full paint layer. So we're going in. We're only painting across the front of the arches. But then we're coming across all of the side. In, cross, paint, lay it in. Lay it all the way in. And circle around. Going. Till we're here. Then we've got to come inside here. Finish out the inside, because this is also a part of it, I believe, once again. So we've got this here. Now you pick up your blocks. 744, remember to follow the rules. Build, farm, place. Still at 744. We are doing wonderfully. Build, block, farm tile. Now you see through here, that center one doesn't matter. We're going to skip that one. We're going to place our underground blocks in. And we're going to go ahead and line all those up. And then we'll double check just to verify that they're counting. 864. We are doing wonderful. Look, we're already at the level of our other farm. We're going to go ahead and paste in the rest of this level, get it done, and then we'll move on to the next layer. I am moving quickly. You can slow down the video if you need more time. You are welcome to pause. I won't be offended if you pause while you work on it. I recommend taking your time. This is a very time-consuming build. Every little step is critical. So now we're going to move on to the next layer. Next layer, start here. Oh, we don't want to go stone. We can go stone arch, but we're going to go wooden arch. At this point in time, my little guy's been running so long, it doesn't matter to me today. But for consistency's sake. Now this one, I'm going to show you, we have to skip a block on this one. And it's that block there. If you don't skip that block, it's going to break everything else. So we're going to go ahead. I didn't remember what we were at before I started this row. So we're going to back up a little bit. 1164. Build buildings, farm. 1164. So that's our target goal. We want to make sure that we're keeping that. I'm going to show you what happens on the way. And this is why we're doing the farm deletion trick. Just to force a refresh to make sure that we have the best build we can get. So 1164. Now watch what happens. This layer is a little tricky. It went down to 1099. I know why this block here does that. So that block there messes up our pathing. We take that block out, replace our farm, and we're back to 1164. Come back out, wood arches to here, cross that one, coming across, cross, not there, cross, side, where our inside is. Right, so the sides are all good there. We're going to back out. That one, cross, sometimes getting the most efficient angles working is out. 1164. Hopefully, when we place it back down, we will still be at 1164, and we are. And that's exactly what we're wanting to see. If you left that block in, you will have problems on this layer. If you did not build the ground level right, you will have problems on either the layer or the layer before this one. Here we're facing the inside, and you see now on this layer, there is a spot right in the center that is good for us. So we're going to hit that one too. And you got to kind of get a wide angle here. Make sure you're getting everything on this one, because you can't necessarily see under there very easily. Because we left that blank, that one's blank. It's not a big deal. Remember, this is a min-max build. Losing one to gain a lot other is part of the game. So we're done on this layer. Next is next layer. Congratulations. We're going to come out. We're going to skip that one. 2 will be blank. That's an easy way to remember which one will be blank, because it's blank below it. 1559. Did I not follow the rules again? See, this is the self-punishment that I do. Not following my own rules. I will that farm tile back. We're at 1559. Double check. Okay, good. Blocks. Arch. There. Head out. Head out. Cross. Cross. Go ahead. We'll keep following that. Remember, it's 3 across on. Skip that empty block. Easy one to remember. You're just mirroring the one below it. Cross. There. Right. Make great progress. Are almost. I feel like I'm accident. Watch those misclicks. They get you. Cool. Feeling like you're doing great, and you'll get done and like the farm. It won't be right, and you'll be like, "What happened?" 15:09. Build farm. 1559. Okay, so we avoided catastrophe. So this one, we're going to go ahead. On all of the layers, skip this section for now. We're going to skip those three. We're going to keep moving. Coming across those, and I went ahead and I on that again. I'll clean those up. Got to delete those anyway for next step. So it's easy to remember. It's the ones in line with the gap. Nice. Next, we're going to take blocks. Well, first, we're going to check 1889. Look at how wonderful that's going. That is an absolute beautiful number. We're going to go here, arch, up 2, 2, 2, up 2. Here, blocks, ramps. Where the ramps come in that I told you about. 1, 2. See how we did it there? We're coming up from the edge, coming up, hitting the ones that the 2-layer we put in. There. There. Go. Done that. We're going to come back. We're going to delete 2 stack there because we want to put farm tiles there. Goes in. Now we're almost done. Put arch. 1, 2, 3, 1. Cross. 1. Out. Cross. 1. Cross. Out. Cross. 1. Cross. 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 Farm tiles. Paint these up. We'll check our farm. 2064. So somewhere in there, there's something slightly different than this. And it's a tricky thing to get perfect. So for all I know, I accidentally deleted something in here. And we will take a look around and find it. It's not jumping out at me. It may be something way deep in the middle. Find it, let me know. I'm sure it's in here somewhere. Not any of those. Blocks up here. They're all there. Ah, there it is. Look at that. Build, block, arch, tile. $21.39. I ended up with even better than the other one. Go ahead and rebuild just to make it wasn't something. All right, $21.39. And the reason that one's so much better is I've got a couple extra tiles on the new one, way down at the bottom, than I do on that one. So you're like, okay, well, last time you just showed us how to scaffold out. So how do you get things out of this one? So we're going to go ahead. We're going to bring out some more wood arches. Come across here like this. Up, around. Work our way across here. Remember, you want to be high, out of the way. Then we'll take blocks, scaffold ramps, plop those in there, build paths, conveyor belts, goes around, build logics, grabbers, plop those up there. Now what I would recommend doing is conveyor belt, conveyor belt, conveyor belt, start ramping down and put in chutes. So chutes are insanely fast if they're using gravity. And then you can have the chutes come down, have barns collecting all the way around the farm, and then, you know, unless your barns are full, the farm's going to be pushing out product. And it'll have 12 positions to pull from and 12 lines to push out to. So you could really supply a lot of different locations. As you can see, my much smaller thing over here is using that same method, and it is just filling everything up. I can't use it fast enough. But that is the super farm build. Absolutely insane. 2139 with a 24% bonus. It would probably come out to 2080. I'll run some numbers on it. I'll post that down in the description. This video has gone on long enough. I want to thank all of you for coming to see us today. If you want to see more like this, I'm going to be doing more. Please subscribe, hit the notifications, give us a thumbs up if you like this video. Go down in the comments, let us know what you think, and we will see you next time.